The Bears kick off a two-game homestand facing Idaho State Saturday. The Bears kick off a two-game homestand facing Idaho State Saturday. Listen to Troy and Chris on the call, beginning with Blue and Gold Game Day at 12:30 and 1310 KFKA. Eastern Washington visits Nottingham Field Saturday, and 1310 KFKA is your spot on the dial for all the action. Eastern Washington visits Nottingham Field Saturday, and 1310 KFKA is your spot on the dial for all of the action. Troy Coverdale and Chris Ott begin our coverage with Blue and Gold Game Day at 12:30. Northern Colorado travels to the left coast to visit the Hornets of Sac State Saturday night. Blue and Gold Game Day opens coverage with Troy and Chris at 6:05 Saturday night on 1310 KFKA. The Bears hit the road for the final time this season when they visit Montana State Saturday. Troy Coverdale and Chris Ott begin 1310 KFKA's coverage at 11:05 Saturday with Blue and Gold Game Day. It's a matchup that'll make you growl with delight. Roar! Which bear will be tougher? Got a little goofy there, sorry. The Battle of the Bears. It's the Bears and the Grizzlies this Saturday at Nottingham Field when Montana visits Northern Colorado. Troy Coverdale and Chris Ott have the call beginning at 11:05 Saturday morning and 1310 KFKA. The final game of the year faces Northern Colorado against Northern Arizona Saturday at noon. Blue and Gold Game Day with Troy Coverdale and Chris Ott begins on 1310 KFKA at 11:05 Saturday morning. The Northern Colorado Bears radio network now takes you around the Big Sky. The Northern Colorado Bears radio network now takes you around the Big Sky. This week's look at today's game in the Big Sky Conference is brought to you by Around the Big Sky, and the Northern Colorado Bears radio network has been brought to you by Blue and Gold Game Day continues after this. You're listening to University of Northern Colorado Bears football. Blue and Gold Game Day continues on the Northern Colorado Bears radio network. Blue and Gold Game Day continues on the Northern Colorado Bears radio network as Troy Coverdale talks with head football coach Scott Downing. Today's Coach's Corner has been brought to you by. Today's Coach's Corner is brought to you by. The Coach's Corner with Scott Downing has been brought to you by. The Coach's Corner with Scott Downing has been brought to you by. Today's starting lineups are next. You're listening to University of Northern Colorado Bears football.